So picture this, you're setting up your certificate issuance through Intune using SCEP and you're all happy, you have it all set up on Windows, and then you go to set it up for Linux because you have some Linux machines and there is no way to do it. There is no SCEP. First of all, there's no profiles, there's nothing, there's just scripts. So does that sound familiar? Was that you before you found this video? Well, I'm here to help you. So to go around this, we're lucky to have some very good Linux people at Ketos, and we came up with a way of doing it using static SCEP, which is usually what Jamf uses and any other MDM uses. So to do that, and we have the full documentation here, and I'm going to link it down below. This is just kind of like the video version. I'm not going to go into all the details of every single line of code because then this video is going to be very long and YouTube doesn't like that and you don't like that. So I'm just kind of rush through it. So the first thing you're going to do is go here, find your Intune CA, do view requirements. You want to make sure that you have the static SCEP and enabled. If you don't, you enable it and click save. Then you're going to go here, you're going to copy this SCEP challenge and this static SCEP URL. Make sure it's different than the Intune one, even though it's still Intune because Intune and Linux are not friends. So once you copy those into a notepad, we're going to go back into Intune and we're going to click add and we're going to name it whatever you want to name it, Wi-Fi video cert. And then we're going to go to next and we're going to set it as however you want it every 15 minutes. It's a little too much for a certificate. Either way, the script checks that it's not issuing a certificate every time if you don't need one. But every day, every 12 hours sounds better. No retries because it's going to try on its own. And then we're going to go back here to our documentation and we're going to copy this. We're going to paste it here. And as you can see, there's some stuff we have to change. So we have to change the static URL. So in here, we would go here, copy a static URL and change it. Then we have to change the challenge. And then unfortunately, you cannot set up kind of like in the other ones to make it based user ID or anything like that or device ID just because Intune doesn't have it. You can have you can use some bash and create like something that will get the device name or something like that just so you know what device is or anything like that. And you set it all that up here in the certificate CN, organization, OU, and country if you want to. And then everything else, it will take care of it. I'm going to go here to the documentation so we can see it with color coded and everything. It's going to grab the SCEP challenge, all the information we added. It's going to save it into this directory. If you want to save it in a different directory, you can save it wherever you want. And as I said, it checks for 2 weeks that the certificate doesn't expire in 2 weeks. And then it'll go and create the certificate and save it. So it's as simple as that. You can always dive into the code. But in this case, we're just going to click next. Scope, we're going to leave it. We're going to add all users, all devices. We're going to click next. We're going to click create. And as simple as that, we have created our Wi-Fi profile. I know it's not as great as Windows and anything else, but gets the job done for Linux. Thank you so much for watching. Please let us know if you have any questions.